What is going on, Lunatic Fringe? Here we are. It's Monday morning, January 15, and we're looking for some solutions to try to figure out what is going on in this Luna Classic ecosystem. And here's the thing, there's a lot of really interesting stuff starting to happen. Now, we don't see it because we don't really have a centralized level of performance in it. And Chris Amani from Terra has actually stepped forward and even said, and I'll show you where you can go check this out, but that the L1 TF should be there, that there should never be an instance like you guys keep voting for where there is no L1 TF being paid to make sure that this system is optimized. And that part of the reason that you don't have a repeg already, part of the reason for all of this is because we are listening to a bunch of clowns who are telling you that you don't need all this stuff. And then what you need, the way you're going to be best served is by just holding your tokens and doing nothing. Do you know why? Because holding your tokens and doing nothing is how they continue to make money and yield every single month. And they don't want progress. They want to stop progress, but they disguise it with cutesy names up at the top of the validator list so that you think, oh, yeah, they're working for me. And I know that's a harsh reality for a lot of people, but if you don't believe me, just think it through. Just think it through. Now, we're going to talk about a little bit of news, and we're going to try to figure out how we all fit in this ecosystem. First of all, Terraform Labs founder Do Kwon is trying to front run the SEC right now. He's asked the U.S. judge to postpone the SEC's trial. Do you know why? Because he wants to be here for it. He's not running from anybody. He wants to be in that face. And remember, Judge Jed Rakoff, this 80-year-old criminal, is trying to suppress the laws of the land. Now, when I say the laws of the land, I do want to point out some of the laws of this land were done by Judge Annalisa Torres, indicating that the sale of a crypto to an individual does not constitute a security under their current laws or under the current laws. He wants to reject that because his job as a lifelong Democrat is to take crypto away from you so that you are controlled by the banks. So we'll be watching that one very, very closely. Now, this, in addition, let me point this out first. Lunc and Luna armies unite. This is, if you, and I implore you to go check out Mr. Diamond Hands 1. Make sure that you go listen to this podcast. This is with Chris Amani, and this kind of gives you the idea here of what is going on in the Luna ecosystem and the Cosmos ecosystem broadly, so that you can see that Lunc is going to be integrated in some way into this entire system. And by that, what I mean is there was an announcement for a major NFT project with the ARC protocol that will enhance the visibility for creators alongside the launch of Station V3 extension. So if you're in Luna Classic, then you would be able to bridge over very easily because of this integration. You can buy, and look, that would mean that Optimism, you would be able to buy, generally speaking, through anything within the Cosmos ecosystem. You could buy it through Crow, you could buy it through Optimism, Luna Classic, but that's including Luna Classic into this ecosystem, which is a fantastic way to start to roll out some revival and some use. Now, you can say, and you can make an argument that Luna basically wants to kill off Luna Classic in order to bring all of the people in Luna Classic over into Luna. And, fair enough. You can have that conspiracy, if you will, in your mind, because you probably got a little bit of validity to it. I don't want to be deceitful in that, because I think that it's better for them if you do that, because, but listen, I don't think any of that is really going to surface, and we're not really going to see that until such time as we get Do Kwon really back in the saddle, doing what he does, which is to promote and push all of these projects, specifically Luna. So there has to be some clarity. So we're still a ways off before we start to see them do that. But again, I don't think that the validators are doing any service by just making you sit on the sidelines and waiting. Also, There is a USTC $1 redemption coming soon in February of 2024. To be eligible for this Cosmos airdrop, you need to hold USTC in your personal Terra Station wallet and engage with burn drop contract when announced. This is from Mint Cash. I would suggest you do your own research and figure out for yourself whether this is something that you want to do. But you do have to be holding USTC in your station wallet, and there is a protocol, and it's We Mint Cash. So you can go read through this and kind of look and check this whole thing out. I'm gonna go through all of this today, and you know we'll see what this looks like, and we want to do a little bit of research because it seems fantastic that we could earn some kind of airdrop here. So you know, for you. Certainly check it out. For me, I'll give you more information as I get it. Now, chart wise, you can see right here that we're really just kind of struggling to find our footing at this lower level. We did have the breakout above our trend line, but it really just broadly looks like, if I zoom out here into the day chart, it really just broadly looks like we're just kind of wicking above it, and we really maybe haven't had the breakout that we would like to. If you move this around, you can manipulate this thing any way you want. To try to convince yourself that it is or is not a breakout. The strength of what happened here doesn't purport that it would be. So we move that around just a little bit, come into the lower time frames, and then we look like we're just kind of wicking off of the top of it, off of a very long trend line. But that also would include that up to this point, we had banged off of this a couple of times right here. So, and then we used it as support when you zoom into these lower time frames. So I do want to posit that I think we did have a breakout. We just broke sideways because this market condition hasn't been favorable in the short term. I think we were expecting a little bit more from Bitcoin at this point, or a lot of people were expecting a little more from Bitcoin. Didn't get it, so here we are. And then finally, there are some proposals up here. The signal proposition for the Ethereum virtual machine functionality is looking like it's going to pass, and that would be an interesting thing, saying that we are going to explore the use of the Solidity programming language in Luna Classic, which in turn would make it more customizable and more programmable, and really is necessary on almost every chain. So glad to see that happening. But there's also a proposal right here to restore the validator list to 130, because guess what? We're getting just a little bit too centralized. You know, what we did was we had these validators come out here and cut it from 130 to 100 with the idea that, yeah, you know, it would be better if we had, you know, we could provide you more rewards, wink, wink. And then everybody said, oh, yeah, that's actually a good idea. Well, it's a silly idea, because what that did, and what it does, is it consolidates power. It means that all of the people who had voting power, 30 people with low voting power, low, by the way, I do want to add that, but 30 people with low voting power were iced out of this process. So what happened? The rich got richer and the poor got kicked out. And if you don't see that, you might be part of the problem. So it would be interesting and intriguing to see some support for that. Certainly would like to see that. But, you know, you guys do you, and you vote the way that's in the best for your conscience. By the way, USTC not really breaking out. Seems like a consolidation. And I could be convincing myself that I'm seeing that. But, you know, it really looks like we're getting this kind of bullish sort of consolidation. And that would be indicative of a potential breakout. So I do think that looks like it's about to happen, but I don't know for sure. So we'll wait on the sidelines and see. I'd like to see a little bit of motivation from USTC. As I told you before, the most likely scenario was that upward move, but I would also expect to see a test down here. So when I see this consolidation, it's a bullish indicator saying that maybe I get to be wrong for the first time, and that we're not going to do this drop, and that maybe that reversal is coming to 4.5 cents, which I do think is the next number. But let me know what you think in the comment section down below. I do want to say trading volume very, very down, 42 million. Remember, it's over $1 billion not that long ago, down to 42 million now. And then on USTC, the trading volume is in fact 20 million. So that's a little bit up. Terra Luna Classic is way, way, way down. And you know, guys, here we are. So let's let me know what you think in the comments down below. Hit the like button, subscribe button, the bell to be notified of future content. And this is not financial advice. My name's Believes I'm always right, and I appreciate each and every one.